SSIS learning module is going on, and in this video we will see the pivot transformation using the pivot transformation control. This is a very useful control. By using this control we can calculate, analyze and summarize the data. And this control gives us the comparison and trends of the source data. Like this is a source data, we have the products and the sale of the products in certain years. And if we want to see this source data like this in this format, where we can compare the sales, yearly sales, and we can check the trends of the products sold. So we have to use the transformation control pivot. And by using this pivot transformation control, we can generate like this kind of output. So let's see how we can generate this output. This is the source data is in our Excel sheet, and we will use this Excel sheet to generate the output, and we will save this output into the SQL server. This is the Excel sheet containing the source data, and this data we will transform using the pivot transformation, and then after transformation we will save the data into the SQL server. So our source is Excel sheet and destination is SQL server. This is the SQL Server Management Studio, and this is our destination server instance, SQL Server 2017, and this is the our destination database trading DBDW. So we will transfer the data, we will load the data into this database. This is the SQL Server data tool, and here we will design the package which will extract the data from the Excel sheet, and will do the some transformation and then load the data into the SQL Server. I created this package pivot, and now I will design this package for this pivot transformation. I will first use the execute SQL task. This task will make sure that connection with our destination is successful or not. So I have to design this task, and this task will check the connection with our destination, and this is our destination SQL server, and here I will make sure it's working. This is our destination DB, and this task will make sure the connection is okay or not, so that before going to the transformation, first we will make sure the connection are okay or not, and we have to give the proper names. So verified destination connection. So now we'll use the data flow task to design the transformation. So this is the data flow task. I will give the proper name. I will use the source system to configure my source, which is an Excel sheet. I have to select the Excel from these source types, and I have to create a new connection with that Excel file which have my source data. I have to browse that file. It's here. This is my required file, and I will create the connection. Now I will configure it. And this Excel workbook have the sheet with the name of sales, and we can preview the data in this sheet. Yeah, it's there. I will use all the columns which are selected. Now I will select the transformation control pivot, and it's here. I will do this transformation according to my requirement, and then I will load the data after transformation. Now I have to configure this one. Here I have to select the pivot again. To understand these keys, we will go back to our source data, and there we will see what are these keys. Here are the usage of pivot and their keys. If the pivot usage 0 means that this column will not participate in the pivot. And the if pivot usage is 1, it means this is the set key. And set key is that column if the value for this column, for unique values of these columns, it will define a new row. Like this is over the data, and this will be our set key and our pivot. Product key will be our set key, and whenever the value of this product key will be changed, it will define a new row like this. Here is in every row there is only the unique product key value is coming. So this will be the our set key, and the pivot key which have the pivot usage 2, and this column means for unique values of this column define the new column. For example, which will be our pivot key in this source data, this year will be our pivot key, because whenever the year will be changed it will define the new column. So we will make the product year our pivot key. And what is the pivot value, and what the pivot usage is 3, and pivot value key is means that for new column defined here, distribute these column values. For example, in this our source data, the pivot value is this product sales. This will be our pivot value because this product sales data will be distributed in this our pivot key. So we have to define the product sale is our pivot key. So now I'm here and I have to select my pivot key. It will be the product year, and set key is the I can define the product key or product name, and the pivot values will be the product sales. So this I have to do the configuration in the pivots, and then I will go into the advanced editor, and here I will have to define the columns. So these are my input columns which I selected from the source: product years, product key, and product sales. And each column has the this unique ID and the lineage ID. I have to use this lineage ID. This is important for me when I will define the output columns. I have to link that output columns with these input columns through this lineage ID. So here I will define my output columns. I have defined the product name, and product name I am not using. So I have to remove, I'm using the product key, product year, and product sales. So I have to define the product years. So I defined these years where the values will be distributed, and this year will be linked to this years. So this year have the lineage ID 32, 33, and I will assign to all these columns which I defined the 33. My source column is 33. And I can define here that this is the year 2017. So I defined all the columns for the years, and this is the product key. Sorry, I did wrong. I instead of this source column, because in this years column the values for the sales will come. So I have to link the sales column with this year column. So the sales column lineage ID is 36. I will link this all years columns with this product sales. So that's it. I have defined. Now I have to refresh and it's configured. Now I have to define the destination. I will use the destination assistant. The pivot will do the transformation according to my output. So here are the destination types. I will use SQL Server, and this is my destination, which is the SQL Server 2017, and this is my database trading DB DW. So I will configure the destination now. I will create a new table. I will rename this table name pivot output. So this is my table which will be created into my destination, and this is the mapping. And now I will execute this package because package is designed. So when I will execute this package, let's see what will be happen. It's still executing. So it's successful. There are 13 rows in my source, and the fourth rows is in the destination after transformation. So let's move to the destination and we will see the output there. This is the SQL Server Management Studio, and this is my destination database, and here we have created the new table pivot output, and I will check the output. So these are the values which have been created as per my Excel sheet, and this is the product key, and the product key, and this according to this product was sold in 2017 this much, and 2019 this much, and 2020 this much. So I can compare which product is sold in which years and which product is sold more as compared to the other product. So if I will compare in 2000 year 2020, this product has the more sales. So like this one, it's easy to compare, and we can see the trends, which product is sold more in which years. So the pivot transformation is giving us this facility.